The moment I saw my journal lying open on my daughter's kitchen counter, its pages splayed like a wounded bird, I felt a rush of betrayal so sharp it nearly stole my breath. Those words were never meant for anyone else's eyes, especially hers. I had written in that journal every night, usually with a cup of chamomile tea steaming beside me and the soft tick of the hallway clock keeping rhythm with my thoughts. It held pieces of my heart I didn't dare speak aloud, my worries, my hopes, my memories of raising her in our little blue house on Maple Street. I kept it tucked in my bedside drawer, believing it safe. But that afternoon, when I walked into her home carrying a casserole for Sunday lunch, I saw it. Wide open. Highlighted. Marked. And my daughter standing there with her arms crossed, her face tight with hurt and accusation. "Why didn't you tell me you felt this way?" she demanded. My mouth dried. I could smell roasted chicken in the oven and lemon cleaner lingering in the air, grounding smells that suddenly felt foreign. She had read everything, my fears about her marriage, my sadness about how distant we'd become, even the ache I carried from words she'd once said in anger. I'd written to process, not to wound. "I wasn't hiding it from you," I said softly. I was trying to understand it myself. But she didn't hear me. She was too wrapped in her own hurt, and her anger stung. I left her house with my casserole untouched, the screen door slamming behind me like a punctuation mark I never meant to write. That evening, I sat on my porch, listening to cicadas hum in the oak trees. A summer storm brewed in the distance, thick with the smell of rain. I opened a fresh page in my journal, but my hand trembled. For the first time, writing didn't feel safe. It felt exposed. The next morning, at our small-town cafe, I told my friend Carol what happened. The scent of bacon and maple syrup drifted around us as she listened. When I finished, she reached across the table, squeezing my hand. "Honey," she said gently, "you're allowed private thoughts. Even mothers need a room of their own." Her words settled into me like warm sunlight. A few days later, my daughter showed up at my door. She held the journal to her chest, eyes red. "I shouldn't have read it," she whispered. "I was looking for answers, but I invaded your heart instead." I invited her in. The smell of fresh coffee filled the kitchen as we sat at the table where I'd once braided her hair before school. We talked, not perfectly, not easily, but honestly. For the first time in years, we truly listened. And as she handed the journal back to me, I felt something mend. A reminder that even when trust is shaken, love can steady itself again, one honest moment at a time.